Blessings, everyone. I'm in San Francisco, California, which is the gay capital of the world, but it's also the gay porn capital of the world. And I'm here on this busy street corner, and it's sort of reminding me of when we turn to porn, we're often very upset, chaotic, anxious in our heart, and we go to porn in a weird way, looking for peace. But it's sort of like entering into big city traffic. We're not finding any peace there. And where we really need to go is a place like this, is to God. But we don't necessarily have to be in a church building, because we can find peace here or here. Anywhere where God is, where we call out to God, we will find peace. But when we get into porn, we just get into city traffic, and with each picture that we look at and each video clip, we get further and further away from here, from peace, from this kind of peace or this kind of peace. And we get further and further away. And, you know, when I was into porn, I was as far away as you could get. I was way over there across town in the Castro district. But that doesn't mean that at any point in our travels away from God, because porn does take us away from God and it takes us away from holiness. He doesn't give up on us, but it does take us further away. But no matter how far we get away from Him, we can always turn around and head back and turn around and come back to a place of peace and contentment, because porn will always bring chaos into our life and unrest and more anxiety. When you're really experiencing temptation to look at porn, that the easiest thing to do is just merge into traffic and get on the internet and just start looking. And in a weird way, we are sort of soothed by that, and we do find comfort in that, just through the endless sort of searching and looking and hoping to find something that really brings us contentment. But you don't. The more you look, the more you don't find, and the more disappointed you end up becoming. And you know what? For men, admitting that porn isn't working out, that it's not really helping us, is difficult, because it's like when we're driving somewhere and we get lost, we don't want to admit that we're lost, so we just took the wrong turn somewhere. You know, we're eventually gonna find our destination, but it takes a lot of humility just to admit and say, you know what, I am lost, and I need to stop, and I need to ask for help. And the one you ask for help is our Lord Jesus Christ, is God. And you admit to Him, and you just say that I've tried this on my own, and it's not working out, and I'm just in a bad way. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. But whatever I'm doing isn't making me happy. It's just making everything worse. And you need to stop and just admit that you're lost. And no matter how far we've drifted, wandered, and driven away from God, He has never abandoned us or forgotten us. So whenever you call out to Him, He will be there immediately. Because when I asked for God's help, when I asked our Lord Jesus Christ to save me, I was not in a state of grace. I hadn't been to church or the sacraments in many, many years. I was about as far gone as you can get, but He still was there for me. Now after that, there were a lot of things that I needed to do, and there was a lot of things I needed to confess, and there was a lot of things I needed to change about my life. But God was there for me when I called out to him. And you just need to get to that place and call out to Christ. And he will help you. You just need to be humble, and you need to call out to him for help, and he will help you. Blessings, everyone. After I recorded the video, I attended Mass here, Sunday Mass, and the opening hymn was "The King of Love, My Shepherd Is." It's beautiful. It was based on one of the Psalms, and I joined in on verse 3, and it touched me. It was my life, and it says, "Perverse and foolish oft I strayed, but yet in love he sought me, and on his shoulder gently laid, and home rejoicing brought me." Wow. And I'm sure that covers a lot of our lives, and I'm sure it speaks to many of you. That's the story of my life. But no matter how dark and confusing and hopeless it gets, God will always be there to bring us home.